watching Bookmarks, the show about books and people that talk about books. Now, we were supposed to have had author and gun control advocate Gene Pocket on the show to talk about his book, Gunning for Truth, Why Guns Have a Place in the Education System. Unfortunately, Mr. Pocket has had to cancel his appearance on our show due to an accident that has left him with one less bullet and one less toe. We've been forced to make last-minute arrangements, so please bear with us. It was 5 years ago this month that abstract filmmaker Bjorn Bjorgen passed away. In those intervening 5 years, my guest has been writing the only authorized biography of the reclusive filmmaker. With unfettered access to letters, photos, and films, my guest has been able to produce the first comprehensive biography of the tortured visionary, as well as offer a candid glimpse into what motivated his films. So, without further paid preamble, allow me to introduce Bjorn Bjorgen's biographer, Mr. Chip Kettle. Mr. Kettle, thanks so much for being here. It is an honor, Mr. Bjorgen. Now let's start with the title. Life is an anagram of film. That is clearly not true. Well, that is not what Bjorn Bjorgen believed. But it's not true. Bjorn Bjorgen lived for film. It consumed him. He believed that life was grist for the mill. It was this belief that allowed him to explore the more abstract elements of the mind. So you're saying that life exists in service to film, that no matter what happens, film is the ultimate expression. Bjorn Bjorgen certainly believed it to be so, and it is evident in the film industry today. Were it not for the horrors of September the 11th, we would not have had United 93. Were it not for the global upheaval of the Second World War, we would not have Schindler's List. So let me see if I can understand this. You're saying that the Holocaust was worth it because it inspired great film? I am saying no such thing. I am merely conveying Bjorn Bjorgen's belief that even the most horrifying acts of brutality can be turned into beautiful art. He believed that the greater the tragedy, the more beautiful the rose that rises from the ashes. And you don't agree with him. I am a biographer. It is not my place to pass moral judgments on my subject. I am merely here to tell the story without bias. Surely now that you've written the biography and you've told the story, written the book, surely now you can tell us what you really think of him. I think he was a genius. He had a way of extracting the absurdities of life and then injecting them into his films. And his troubled personal life? He was a man as well as a genius. There is a saying in my country, even a genius shits in a diaper, you understand? I think so. What I think is that to focus on the artist devalues the art. It's like dissecting a flower. That seems like an odd sentiment coming from a biographer. The biography I have written is itself a piece of art. It is intentionally crafted to resemble a Bjorn Bjorgen film. For those of you unfamiliar with Bjorn Bjorgen's work, Mr. Kettle has brought along a clip of the deceased auteur's work. Is there anything we should know? Probably. Yes, well, here it is. A clip from Schlechte Gesten.
Wenn die Woche keinen Sonntag hätte, ach, dann wär das Leben halb so nett. Sonntags fahr ich mit den Füßen raus, den Frühling zu genießen. Sonntag wird für uns die Welt erst schön, wenn wir beide durch die Wiesen gehen, weil Verliebte sich im Maien und im Freien gut verstehen. 6 Tage Arbeit müssen sein, da sieht ein jeder ein. Und nur der 7., der gehört uns allein. Wenn die Woche keinen Sonntag hätte, ach, dann wär das Leben halb so nett. Sonntag wird von dem Getriebe, singen wir von Liebe ein Duett.
I'm relieved to say that's all we have time for. Be sure to pick up Mr. Kettle's biography of Bjorn Bjorgen. It is pronounced Bjorn Bjorgen. I thought calling him Bjorn might be a little on the nose. Coming up, we discuss comic books with youth correspondent Yolo Jones. I'm Bjorn Bjorgen, and you're watching Bookmarks. Without the tragedy of 9/11, what accent are you doing?